Oh my god, I have no idea how to make a choice.
Sarah, what makes you feel bothered?
Everybody say the material is the best.
Oh.
Somebody say the imported one is the best. And others say the solid wood is the best. So I have no idea.
Oh, actually, this is not so difficult. We just need to follow the 5 rules. So firstly, check its edge bending. Secondly, we check its finished materials. Thirdly, we check its raw materials. And fourthly, we check its eco-friendly standard. And lastly, we check its panel properties. Okay, let me show you the details. Check the edge bending. To decrease the cost, some suppliers only have the edge bending on the front side, and they use some inferior quality of brands. From outside, it looks the same, but after using it for a long time, and you will find those panels are easy to get moisture, break, and come off, and its color starts to fade. To some factories, they are in shortage of advanced edge bending processing machines, so they have to rely on manual work or depending on the experience of workers. Bad processing, you will say, glue is exposed on panels looking very ugly. By using the German hallmark integrated edge sealing machine, related parameters input to process automatically, operational, stability guaranteed. There is no glue overflow. It seems that there is an integration of edge bending and door finish. Now, Germany Rehau is the most well-known edge bending brand. Check the finished materials. The Carcase is composed of particle board or plywood. They are all wood-based panels. Particle board, low-density fiberboard, and chipboard is an engineered wood product manufactured from wood chips and synthetic resin or other suitable binders, which is pressed and extruded. Plywood is a material manufactured from thin layers or plies, or wood veneers that are glued together with adjacent layers, having the wood grain rotated up to 90 degrees to one another. No matter it is particle board or plywood, on the surface there is a finish on boards. There can be different colors and different texture fillings. Except for its appearance, we also care about its durability, humidity resistance, anti-pollution, and high temperature resistance. Good quality of finished materials, even if scratching it on the surface with key, there is no influence and no obvious scratch. If we use cigarette bars to touch, there's no influence on it, or smell any scorched flavor. If there is a stain left accidentally with moist towelettes or clean clothes, it would be easy to be removed. Now, Germany Rollit is the most well-known finishing brand. Check the raw materials. Good quality of Carcase is made of plywood or particle board. Its raw materials are composed of natural rubber ooze. As it contains natural glue, only a small little bit of glue added. The inferior quality of raw materials is composed of fast-growing ooze, such as poplar, eucalyptus, or even the scrap disposer. Lack of natural glue, more chemical additives are added into the boards. It is very dangerous for you to live in the environment of excessive formaldehyde emission. Besides, there's no moisture resistance with the inferior quantity of raw materials. Because of its loose structure, there would be mildew in the ooze, deformation, cracking, or even having bacteria and won't expirate. Check environmental standards, the formaldehyde emission standard. As per different countries and regions, so far there are many 6 different standards. There are Australian standard, Southeast Asian standard, Chinese standard, American standard, European standard, and Japanese standard. The most popular and the most recognized one is the European standard. With this test report, we would know how much formaldehyde released into the air per cubic meter. According to formaldehyde content, there are 2 different grades. One is E1 and the other is E2. E1 is less than or equal to 0.124 and the other E2 is less than or equal to 1.20. If need to meet demand for safety and environmental standard, it needs its content needs to be equal to 0.124 milligram per cubic meter. The lower its result is and the better its environmental protection performance is. Now, the most well-known brands are Agar and Metro. It is Agar that from high-quality laminate flooring to trend-setting materials for furniture. Metro is one of the top leaders in the wood-based panel industry in Thailand. Glue plays a key role in the environmental standards. The inferior quality of glue will emit a pungent odor, which contains large amounts of formaldehyde that would cause headaches, cough, nosebleed, and even cancer. With poor adhesiveness, panels are easy to break inside after getting moisture. There is no pollution in the air by using eco-friendly environmental materials with good quality of glue. With strong adhesiveness, you can say, even if I try to break it, it seems there is nothing influence on it, very sticky. Now, most well-known glue brands among the tops, the German brand Drawer, Henkel, and the French brand Borstig. Check its panel properties. Look at its internal structure and density. Good quality of plywood. It is 9 layers of tight structure, pressed by 300 tons per square meter. Good quality of particle is made of evenly 10 mil greenness. Inferior quality of panels, its internal structure is made of disintegrating slag, loose internal structure, with poor bearing capacity. It would cause personal safety hazard and engineering accident after using them for a long time. Some customers often ask us, why don't you have the railwoods to make Carcase? And they heard that it is the best materials to make. Here are some reasons. High cost. As we know, if we need to use railwoods to make Carcase, that needs to make the node moss at the same time. Trees species, tree age. There is an extremely high cost to purchase good quality of wood species, and usually the government keeps the deforestation under control. Even if you find a way to source them, you still need to choose at least 50 to 60 years tree age, like our skin. If too old, that is lack of water, easy to dry. If too young, a lot of water is contained, like sugarcane, also easy to break because of loose structure. Usually, inside the carcass, there are lots of boards, plates, forks, knives, home appliances, and so on. It bears a tremendous amount of weight. If the carcass is not strong enough, and we will say it will happen to bend easily, like our vertebral column. If it's not strong enough, then we can't work upright. Wood characteristic. With a different climate, railwoods expand when it is heated and contracts when it is cooled. However, synthetic boards avoid this type of disadvantage. It won't change with different temperature, more stable performance. Have you mastered what you learned today? Remember these 5 aspects. Don't be bothered to choose Carcase materials. If you like our content, welcome to subscribe us to learn more interesting stuff, or leave messages below to discuss together.